Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Just Cricket. In this, we're gonna speak about preview of fifth test, which is gonna happen in Sydney. As the series stands, Australia 2 and India 1. It's a must-win game for India to stay in this series, as well as the World Test Championship final. So let's get into the video. As usual, Prabhu will share about the ground conditions and weathers and toss and everything. Over to you, Prabhu.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so I think Sydney is it's a new year when new every time they play, it's called as a new year test. And if you see the ground dimension, like it's a little bit smaller when compared to Melbourne. Like it's almost like 60, 65 like squares and straights. So it's dimensional is it's a bit shorter. Um, so whoever wins the toss basically like they try to bat here as well like MCG because as day progresses like day five sometimes it as a spin in olden days the old pitches Sydney pitches help spin a lot actually. So even I think 2018 Kuldeep got fifer and last time Jadeja was getting couple of wickets, and then if you remember 2004 Kumble, there is always some assist for spin here. But after winning this series, Australia may give us a flat track here. Most probably, like how like most probably should be same like Melbourne. And then I think the weather. I saw weather like day one maybe a little bit cloudy weather, and then day five there is some rain expected. Always Sydney test we expect rain, even if the weather is good sunny, some pushes out of rain. So that's why you can see like high chances of draw here. Like a couple of innings may get go. Well, as of now, it's looking fine, but still that you can expect rain anytime here. So that's there. And then if you see yet to yet, if you see last 10 games here, um, rather, yeah, if you see between India and Australia, so we have played 13 test here, so 7 draws and then 5 which came in 78. So we have not won since 1978. Maybe like Gabba, it can be another venue. We might bring history here. So that's there. And then even if you see last 10 games over here, like Australia played 10 games. So in the 10 games, 6 draw and then 4 wins. So high chance of draw is possible in Sydney actually. And like batsmen, they score very good. See average first inning score it's like 320 plus in Sydney, and then like even second third innings also you will get same amount of runs, and fourth innings it's also like around 260 270 is good score, and so like they can chase here as well, but high possibility of draw, that's what I feel. And if you see the stats like doesn't make much difference between toss, like for should not be a big deal. It's always better to bat first, actually. Yeah, that's there. Um, yeah, that's it. So if you see the run scorer here, the current batsman, you can see Smith has 4th century
Smith.
here, and then Khawaja has also 4th century. Line is very good in Sydney as usual because the spin it assists to spin very well here. Yeah.
And
So
India
yeah,
brought
that's
back
the
all these
stats.
players to
Maybe
form in the last test.
it's going to be
So it's going to be a tough one.
another Smith, maybe. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, Vivek, what's going to be the team combination? What needs to be done here? Is it any specific things to be done in Sydney?
Since it is more of a batting track mostly, so and since there are chances of rain coming in, so India's approach first of all should be to go for the win, go for the kill. So whatever happens in whatever situation, they should be ready to play like that Kanpur test against Bangladesh. Even to that extent, they should approach the game. And when it comes to team combinations for India, well, let me come first with Australia. They should make just one change. I would go with Bew Webster in place of Mitchell Marsh. Mitchell Marsh is in horrible form and is not that fit enough to give long overs. Like they are how Rohit is using Washington as a bowler, they are using Mitchell Marsh only for 2 to 3 overs. So it's of no use. Beau Webster can do a better job, and a debut to him on a New Year test to start 2025 would be a great start for him. And
And
so
he's
that is the
also handy
only
with the
change.
bat.
So their batting lineup gets deep. So
Yes.
it is a only change they have to make. Rest everything, if they play, they will easily win. That is for Australia, and they don't have any pressure to uh, if a draw is also enough to kick us out of this World Test Championship for them. So there are high chances we may get a flat road like how we did for them in previous Border Gavaskar Trophy, the Ahmedabad track we gave. So there are chances that we may get that. So now I will come to Indian team's combination. So since we can even expect to that extent of flat tracks, so I would definitely make three changes. So amidst all these controversies and the new media leaks and everything, so I would just make a switch, of new young players, give them a shot. What's worse than 2-1 and 3-1? Anyway, if we are losing, we are going to losing, or even a draw is going to kick us out. So our only approach should be to win, and we can make 3 players of change. 2 are mostly desperate changes like Rohit and Virat. In place of Rohit, I would go with Gill, and in place of Virat, I will go with Sarfraz. Maybe he deserves a chance, especially he's a good player of fast bowler, and he deserves a chance at least. And in SCG,
Actually,
the track is
his
going to
kind
be,
of batting will help in these conditions. Australia is tailor made for him.
especially if the pitch is going to be a big battable track. Sarfraz is definitely going to be a handy batter. So he is. I would go with these 2 changes, and the third one is more of like a realization key for Rishabh Pant. Sometimes once what Chika did for Yuvraj Singh before 2011 World Cup was he made Yuvraj sit in the bench for the series, and when asked why, Yuvraj said sometimes even big players need a realization that they are not secure, so they have to perform. And later he proved himself, and he came out as a man of the tournament. So we need something like that for Rishabh Pant, because this has
But
been
I
4
don't
tests and he
think
has been.
the current
Yeah,
situation
I
doesn't
don't.
allow that.
I don't think it may happen, but it would be better to give chance for Jurel also, because just because one first test we can't decide on the capability of Jurel. So first two and all 3 changes are like mandatory for a win. I'm saying.
But we all know how this change is going to
Yeah,
happen.
I don't know what's
Oh,
running in the dressing room, but these 3 would be better for Indian winning chances. And when it comes to bowler, maybe sitting Siraj and bringing Prasidh Krishna would be better, because Siraj needs rest. He has been erratic here and there, so we need some tight lines, and a tall, lanky pacer would be really useful at this time, because in
we
that
have been
case,
saying
new
this
ball,
one since second test for Siraj
yeah,
exclusion, but it's not happening.
that's one change we can do, because the tall lanky pacer, he is going to give some extra kick up, and anyway they will open the new ball with Akashdeep and Bumrah, which is what we actually wanted in previous test also. So
Yes, we
these are the
failed that.
changes we make. So these are the changes we can do, and just go for the kill. Go for the kill. Whatever happens, just play the most positive game, score as much as you can, so and put the pressure back on Australia.
Hope for the best. And to all watching, we have two Viveks here. So the another one is also Vivek. Vivek, what's the what's the importance of this test for both the sides? Final thought.
Yes. So
So
yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, so basically, I think MCG result is a huge one for Australia, both in aspects of BGT as well as WTC. So let's come to BGT first. Now Australia don't have to do their now everything for retaining the BGT. India have to do the talking, like it's in India's hands. If they want to retain the BGT, India have to do all the things. So in a way, it's a good thing it can happen like you have to go for the win. What could have happened, like in if you have got the draw in the last game, you might have played for the draw and you might have lost. Never know what would have happened. But now, if you combine both the BGT aspects and as a WTC final, so if you read the scenarios at, if it was a 1-1 draw, the series, BGT would have been retained. But in the context of WTC, India would have still stayed in contention. But for them to happen, Australia had to lose 1-0 with Sri Lanka. So that was very difficult because generally in this season you won't get rain, and mostly it's a result oriented pitches in Sri Lanka, in Galle. So that was very much rare possibility. But now, in a way, you can also say it's a good thing that happened to India. If you want to keep an hope, like if you keep India need to win, and if they win 2-2, then Sri Lanka need to just even 1-0 win, it's sufficient for India. In a context, it is good. But Australia favorites, I think that are still. So from BGT and perspective, I think mostly it will be 2-1 in Australia's favor. But that's how it stands at this moment.
Okay, hope for the best. Let's India win and make this interesting. Let's get into this playing 11 possibilities. Already Vivek shared his view. Prabhu, what's the changes you are expecting from both the sides?
I think, like Vivek pointed out, that we can make 3 changes, but I don't think there will be any change. I guess like same MCGT squad, maybe India might play same thing. Maybe Max for Siraj, they might bring Prasidh Krishna, but I don't think they will drop. Yes, I don't think so. For Australia, I think they may go with Webster instead of Marsh. Otherwise, I think they will be playing same team.
Okay, Vivek, your view?
I think what will happen, Australia. So basically, what I feel based on the whatever I have got, because I have also watched today's BBL game. Sorry, so there the commentators Marco and Brett Lee were talking about since Australia won, I think, and Marsh took 2 very good catches. So I don't think there will be any change. Only change possibility that Stark injury. So they will assess that and they will take a call on that. But most likely, as Alex Carey had also said, that Stark will push through the injury, and because of weather, they might get enough rest in between. You don't know about weather, what can happen. So, and there are other bowlers to support them. So that's not an issue for them. So I think Australia will not make any change. And from India's perspective, ideally, now in a conundrum, since Gill, you want Gill also back, but if you make a Gill back, now again KL Rahul position will change. So a lot of things to ponder. So ideally, either you have to make 2 changes minimum. That is Rohit and Virat should not play ideally, or at least Rohit, even at the very least. But I don't think that will happen. But with the media leaks, what has happened, that doesn't give a good signal. So we might see a 2 or even 3 changes or even 4 changes, up to a maximum of 4 changes possible. So we have to wait till the toss time or any on the match eve in the press conference we get to know anything.
Either going to be a complete change or there is no change from India's
No
side.
change.
But yeah,
Yes.
from Australia, I feel they will rest Stark because they already at the top of the series, so they might
Jai Richardson.
rest Stark.
Richardson.
Yeah, they'll bring in Jai Richardson. And also, it's not
I
a
don't think
bad
so.
thing to.
I don't think so. I don't think so because I don't think they would want to give even a single inch to India or any sign of reprieve with any new bowler, or they don't want to experiment. They just want to
that
simply
might be a
draw
possible because on the other side, Sri Lanka, you don't need 3 paces. Maybe there they can rest Stark also.
They will
So
rest
either
Stark,
one of
and
this
moreover, if they draw or win this match, it's game over for India. They don't care who goes to
Yes.
Sri Lanka, so they don't want to kill this game here itself.
Yeah, I think first thing they have to take care of here.
So most probably it will be the same 11 or 1 or 2 changes. Let's see. Let's get into play to watch out for. Guys, pick one player from each side. Who's the player to watch out for from the 5th test? Let's start with Prabhu.
Yeah, for India, I think KL Rahul may be the player to watch, and for Australia, Smith.
Okay. Vivek, your pick?
From my side, Australia, I will pick Sam Constas, and from India, I will pick Yashasvi.
Oh, okay, that's good. Going with the young guns. Vivek, your pick?
For Australia, I would go with Pat Cummins. And for India, I would go with Nitish Reddy.
That's a good pick. Mine will be, I'm again going wild with my pick. I'm going to back Virat to perform. So Virat from India, and on the other side, it's going to be Manas Labushatne. He's going to be the star from that side. That will be my pick.
And
That's it from Vivek.
now we will get into the series predictions. Prabhu bro, what do you think about where will the series will stand after SCG?
Mostly it should be 2-1 Australia. I'm going with draw.
Okay. Vivek?
I think 3-1 Australia.
Okay.
That's a good pick. Okay.
I to go with 3-1 Australia.
That's a nice pick. As usual, I won't pick anyone. May the best team wins. I'm not a guy with the prediction. So let's see how it goes. That's all from this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Do follow us on social and do subscribe us. We'll come up with yet another show, maybe a review show or even something before that also. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys for joining.